Welcome back to Cactus Corp Plays. Zero escape, virtues less reward. My name is Kevandre. Last time, we dealt with the aftermath of the laboratory, which was basically Dio threatened us. He took the Axelavir. He said, hey, you better vote ally in the next one. And then I did. And I got -1 BP, which resulted in me getting injected with the Soparil. And then we ended up with a to be continued ending. And that's where we're at now. So now we're going to go back and we're going to betray Dio, which looks like that's going to just be a hard stop afterwards. Clover and I walked slowly out of the AB room. Dio glanced over at us as he exited his own room. I looked away before he could make eye contact. Sigma, why, after all the stuff you said? I mean, it's not like I'm criticizing you. I think you made the right decision. Sorry. You don't need to apologize. I think I would have chosen betray if I was in your position. We'll find another way, alright? We just have to keep an eye on Dio. As soon as he gives us an opening, we take it. And I'm sure Alice will help us too. Did you tell her? It's okay. We can trust Alice. There's no way she told him. Anyway, let's go check the results. Yeah. Betray ally. Ally. Betray. Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points. Hey! What the hell is this? Sorry, I decided to choose betray. Oh, so you don't care what happens to Quark? What kind of a cold-hearted bastard are you? Jeez. Please, just give it back. Hey, Sigma, what are you talking about? We found the Axelavir in the laboratory. And Dio stole it. What? You mean he has it right now? Nah, I don't have it. What? Well, I won't have it in about 2 seconds. The moment the words left his mouth, I knew what he planned to do. No! Don't! I leapt toward him as I spoke, but it was already too late. Dio snatched the vial out of his pocket, brought it up, and threw it to the ground. No! You bastard! What are you doing? A promise is a promise. If you chose an ally, this never would have happened. You want to blame someone? Blame yourselves. Ugh. I'd had enough. Something snapped in my brain. Bastard! Ugh! I let out a guttural roar and leapt forward, only to be stopped short by a firm hand on my arm. It was Phi. Hold it. Why are you stopping me? Because this isn't the time for that. Huh? What do you mean this isn't the time for... Look at the number 9 door. Kay. Kay was indeed standing in front of the door. What is he... No! 9. His BP is 9. What? Suddenly, we were all running toward Kay in the number 9 door. Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing? What am I doing? Well, that should be obvious, but if you insist, I am attempting to leave. Are you fucking kidding me?
I assure you I would do no such thing. I am perfectly serious. After a rational assessment of the facts, I have concluded that this is the wisest course of action. What is currently our highest priority? The answer is, of course, to save Quark. He must be taken to the hospital as soon as possible. For that to happen, one of us must escape and call for help. Currently, the only one of us capable of doing so is myself. That is why I intend to escape.
And leave us all behind.
Unavoidable, but as I said, I do intend to call for help.
Couldn't you have at least waited until the next round? Then you could have raised Quark BP to 9 and taken him with you.
And what would happen if Dio was Quark's opponent in the next round? I have no illusions about what Dio would do. This is the most logical choice. The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Wait! Where's Alice?
Ah, yes. Alice is in the AV room. She has collapsed, but you didn't need to be concerned. She is only sleeping.
Oh no! What did you do to Alice?
You will need to ask her for yourself. I must take my leave.
Hey! God damn it! Wait! Dio charged at K, but the larger man easily sidestepped him and tumbled nimbly through the door just before it closed.
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
A lot of those where somebody else disappears, it just ends like this. And I think that we're supposed to assume that we basically just lived forever and they never came back. Because we never really see them come back. That doesn't necessarily mean they didn't. We just never see it in those endings. So what's next? Oh. One of those is green. Does that mean that I can do that one now? Let's try something spicy then. How can Phi and K be saved? It's green, so I'm assuming that we can do that one now. Let's give it a shot. Skip forward until it changes. Yeah. Because Dio's dead.
The first is an anesthetic called Soparil Beta. The other is a muscle relaxant called Tubocurarine. Your bracelet also has a bunch of needles on the inside. If you break the rules, those needles hop out and inject you.
Okay, so I'm trying to remember what exactly was happening in this one. Let's take a look at the flowchart. Oops. So this is... Dio was dead. He was put in the pod and suffocated. And then his bracelet was smashed. Or Quark's was or something. Yeah, and we betrayed... Yeah. Rec room. Okay. So I believe in this one, Alice and Luna are still dead. Yeah. Okay. My brother told me about that. Neostigmine is a type of cholinesterase inhibitor. That means it's sort of an antidote to tubocurarine. I knew it. Give it back. I found it, so it's mine. Oh, I got an achievement. To each according to his needle is the achievement. Whatever that means. Of course. The antidote. The antidote. I didn't have time to explain. I took off running toward the exit. Sigma, where are you going? Stay here. I'll be right back. I bolted out of the warehouse toward the treatment room. treatment center. We just left him like that. I think Dio put it in his pocket. Come on, come on, come on. Please still have it. Sweat was pouring down my face, but I didn't bother to wipe it off. There wasn't time. I dug frantically through Dio's coat until... Aha! Found it! Oh. There's only one dose. The injection gun uses the whole bottle at once. Shit, I can't save both of them.
1 minute remains until chromatic doors close.
1 minute? Shit. I spun around and shot out of the treatment center.
Three, 2, 1. Chromatic doors closing.
No, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh dear.
Sigma. There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Soparil. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble, then gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor. No. I couldn't fall asleep. I had to give one of them the antidote before my bracelet injected me with tubercularine. With every ounce of strength I could muster, I forced my eyes back open. Kay and Phi lay limp on the floor in front of me. In my right hand I could feel the injector gun with its precious cargo. I could only pull the trigger once. Who was I going to choose? Phi? Or Kay? No, what was I thinking? There was only one answer. Phi. I didn't even have a choice. After all, Kay's entire body was covered in impenetrable metal. I'm sorry, Kay. I summoned up as much energy as I could and dragged myself toward Phi. After what felt like an eternity, I was finally within arm's reach. With no time to waste, I pressed the gun to her arm and pulled the trigger. Sigma. What the hell did you... I injected you with neostigmine. It's a type of it's an antidote. It's the antidote to the muscle relaxant. Why did you pick me? Because I can't use the injection gun on Kay. It'd never get through the metal. Then, why didn't you inject yourself? Guess you got a point. Honestly, it didn't even cross my mind. You are the biggest idiot on the planet. Hey, come on. Is that any kind of thing to say to somebody who's about to die? How about something more tender? No. Screw this. I don't want to live if it means being in debt to you. No goddamn way. I'm not gonna... Her words slurred and slowed and her eyes fluttered closed. She wasn't dead, of course. I could hear the faint sound of her breathing and see her chest rise and fall. Good. Phi's gonna be alright. But, Kay... I looked over in his direction. That was when I noticed it. Open? There's a hole here on the back of your head. Yeah, it looks like you insert something. It says open, so maybe if you put some kind of key in there, you could open up the suit and take the mask off. Wait, then he... But when could he have... It's empty.
Yes.
Was there something in here before?
No, it was empty when I found it.
But what if he lied? Could Kay have taken the key? How he'd gotten it didn't really matter anymore, But what did matter was that Kay had been able to remove his armor. And he had. Holy shit. Then that would mean Dio's killer is... I coaxed as much strength as I could from my increasingly lethargic body and crawled toward Kay. Kay! Wake up! Come on, talk to me. I grabbed his shoulder and shook him until he finally shifted and spoke.
Sigma.
I just need to know one thing. Did you kill Dio? You weren't sleeping, were you? After I left, you took off your armor. You didn't want to go the same way I had, so you took the other door. After you went the long way around through the warehouse and crew quarters, you headed for the elevator. The long and winding road, bum 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 bum, that leads to murder. I bumped into Phi and we went back into the lounge to check on you. We saw you. Or we saw your armor, I guess. By then you would have been out of it. While we were in the lounge, you went to the treatment center and killed Dio. You must have turned off the oxygen to his pod, and although you probably didn't stick around to make sure he died, I'm betting you were in a hurry to get back before Phi and I noticed something was up. Once you got back to floor A, you needed us out of the lounge, so you made a noise in the hall to lure us out. Then you ran around and took the long way back to the lounge so you could enter through the rear door. It's a hell of a gamble. It can't be quick putting that armor on and off. Once you were there, you put your suit on again and waited for us. As soon as we found Dio's body, we did exactly what you'd expected. Kay, wake up! Something's happened! You pretended to wake up, very disoriented and confused.
What is it?
Come on, Kay. I'm almost out of time. Did you kill Dio?
Yes. Your reasoning is correct. I killed him.
Why?
Because I couldn't forgive him. He took the life of someone very important to me. I couldn't.
Who did he kill?
The old woman.
What?
She was like a mother to me. She showed me how to see meaning in my life.
Wait, are you saying...
Yes, I am. She was the woman who came here when I was 18.
Whoa, hold on. What do you mean here?
Sigma. Unfortunately, we are out of time. There's something I have to tell you. I made a promise that you would hear it. Do you understand? This is very important. You must pay attention. You cannot forget.
Forget? He wasn't making sense. I was about to die. How on earth would I remember anything for more than a few seconds?
If you see a lion with two heads devouring the sun, remember these letters. MILKEVOLI.
Let me take a picture of that. Hold on. Milkevoli. My favorite kind of Kev. I like it better than Andre.
This will open the second gate.
What the hell? Hey! Hey! Who told you to tell me this? No! Who are you? Show me! Show me who you really are! I grabbed a hold of Kay's mask and tore it off. What? No, that's impossible. That face. It's my face. I felt a sharp pain in my left wrist and my body collapsed unceremoniously. The second drug, tubocurarine. My vision began to blur, and my head felt unnaturally heavy. The world faded away, and my consciousness slipped down into the cold, dark waters of nothingness. Does that count as K end? Ooh, boy. But, for the first time, we got to use our morphogenetic field in order to unlock a separate ending. Which is fun. Not that they've actually said the morphogenetic field. I mean, Clover's ending kind of talked about it. And that's where we got the information about the antidote, I guess, so fair enough. But, I mean, it's absolutely the morphogenetic field. It's very important. While the morphogenetic field may be the actual reason for the first game as well, I feel like it's so much more important in this game, and you're starting to see why. The idea is, and we only really used this in 999 basically once, just to unlock the coffin after we went to the other ending where Clover died and found out the truth had gone, the truth had gone, the truth had gone. And then we remembered that password, or we remembered the thing in order to do the bracelets so that we could unlock the coffin. In this game, the vast majority of these actual endings, not the bad endings, utilize something like that from a different ending within the game, which is why there are so many different endings on the flowchart, is to fully take advantage of that idea. And it's fun. So that's why I'm taking so many pictures. Like when we got the number 0 bomb code from Dio and Dio ending, I took a picture of that. I don't know that I'm going to need to reference the picture. I'm assuming that Sigma will just remember it when that's needed. But yeah, we do a lot more morphogenetic stuff in this game. A lot more than we did in 999. Just skip through that now. K ending, okay. And the achievement I got was called Through the Looking Glass. I'm looking at you through the glass. Don't know how much time has passed. Oh God, it feels like forever. It's a little short, but it's still a good episode, I think, for this time. We got another true ending. We got to use the morphogenetic field, which is fun. So I'm going to go ahead and call it here for this one. Good shit. Evolution of things. Got to see under K's mask. What's up with that? But yeah, that's going to be it for this time. So today, I'm going to do a shout out to Persona 5 Royal. I haven't played very much of it yet. But the thing is that with Persona 5, after Joker got announced for Smash Bros., I got Bobby Persona 5, the regular release on PS4 for Christmas. And he played it, and he didn't end up liking it very much. He doesn't like that Morgana makes you go to bed before you can do more than one thing in a day. He got very sick of the game eventually. He also didn't care for the soundtrack, specifically the "You Never See It Coming," because that's like it plays in every single battle, and you're like, bro, you need to stop. Conversely, the soundtrack is one reason why I'm wanting to play this game. So I picked up Royal during there was a big GameStop sale a few months ago online, and I picked up Royal then when it was pretty new. It was $10 off, and then it was also like a buy two get one free or something. I think that was going on then. So I picked it up then. and I haven't played it until now. So I started it yesterday, and I was glad to see that there is a game difficulty called Safe, because I don't give a single fuck about the combat in this game. I basically just want to do the social aspects and experience the story. I don't care about the combat at all. That's going to turn me off from the game if I have to do the combat a lot. So I think that this safe combat is specifically there to make it so that I don't hate myself and quit the game. But man, what a voice cast too. I was just looking at all of the cast and I'm like, fuck. I was going over it too. It's just like, yeah, there's a bunch of Three Houses people. There's a bunch of Nonary Games people, right? It's good stuff. So I'm planning to kind of sell my soul to this game, and I'm probably gonna romance Makoto because it's Shirami, and look, I have to. Even though Roddick says that she's like the worst character, but I don't care. I will probably romance her this first time. I don't really know what that entails in Persona 5, but I'm gonna try to give it a shot. Hopefully I don't get bored of the game and just kind of bail on it. I hope I don't. But yeah, that's going to be it for today. So I will see you next time when I am assuming we're going to go right back to the previous world line that we were going to go on before I noticed that was a green option to go do K's ending. But yeah, that's going to be it. See you next time. Later, plays.